So, hello everyone, here time for our first impression, the reaction version here, and of course review later on with something called SSSS.Dynazenon. So, SSS.Gridman's, sequel, I guess, right? Probably more a speed sequel. So, of course, I reacted and reviewed the SSS.Gridman, right, with the Rika's, tights. That's the half the anime, right? You see those big tights. That's why else would you watch the anime? I'm like, oh, Rika's tights, man. And then there was some robots fighting and whatever. But all I cared about was the Rika fan service, right? There was some THIC fan service. No, but that was part of the anime. They also had some cool battles and so on. I think this anime here is gonna be the same thing, right? It's gonna have a main character. It's gonna have these other, supportive characters, right? They're gonna be different parts of his body. So I liked in SSS.Gridman, one category, his name is Borr, and touched into the legendary drill, right? Because Borr is Swedish for drill. So I was like, when I watched the anime, I was like, wait, that character's name is Borr, basically, yeah, drill. So that character will turn into a drill weapon, definitely. So, they turn into a sword and a drill and so on, right? So I think it's gonna be the same thing here, right? We're gonna see the first, you're gonna find Kaijus, right? There's gonna be that. The single hand character, right, and the other character will turn into different weapons, and eventually they will all, fuse up, and they're gonna be some kind of golden version. You know what I mean? It's like Power Ranger, that kind of Sentai, that kind of storyline, right, where they turn into different fusing parts and so on. I think we know what's gonna happen in this anime generally, but as a game, it has a good twist, though. Who the bad guy was, right, and the last fight and so on. So it has some interesting plot points, and like, you destroy my sandwich, so I kill you with a volleyball. They had their interesting plot points. That was my sandwich, damn Mona! Here's a volleyball and it crushes you. Yeah, that was interesting plot points of it. That's probably interesting in this anime. I expect some twists right there. But anyway, let's start watching it. So 3, 2, 1, and go! Okay, they're at like an onsen now. They're at like the river bank. It's the wrong button. There's a riverbank. Yes. Trigger saves anime yet again here. I mean, maybe. SSS.Gridman was, it was a good anime. It wasn't the best anime ever. It was no, kill la kill. Right? It was no kill la kill, baby. It was no kill la kill. It was no take a top on Guan Lagan. But it was good. It was good. But it wasn't on the level of their best animes, I would say. It was no Little Witch Academia. Oh, that was what. Oh my god. Opening? Okay, no opening. The opening is so good in the first season 1 then. That opening is transfer student, eh? He's probably the new main character, right? Cute, Bishonen guy. He's gonna turn into a big mecha. Beautiful eyes. Kind of amber looking eyes there. That might be the main character. I haven't even checked honestly in this anime because I'm just like, I think I feel pretty much what I know what I'm gonna get, right? Kaijus, mechas, transformations, fusion up. I think I know what we get, so I didn't feel so much need to like look at the promo art or whatever. I was like, whatever. Honestly, I was like, I think I know what I'm getting. It's no opening this episode. Also looks like it. Credits now. Because that opening is so good. The opening for opening is so fantastic. But here we go, this kind of the Have you heard the 8-bit version of the opening one? It's amazing. Yeah, the 8-bit version. It's so fantastic. But here we go. Ooh, a singing girl. Okay, here I feel it to start now. Has the big tights. Maybe she has big tights, right? Is she thick? That's the question. There's like a brown head version of. You couldn't see his trigger because the character looks almost like the same as all the animes. The character looks really similar. They have like different hair color than the previous animes now, but they're very similar. Oh, is it that guy from like Darling in the France, but his brown hair and blue hair now? Yeah, he's very similar, right? This might be the new main girl, right? Sitting here on the. If it's very, I feel 02 of her, sitting on perching or something. Sitting on some kind of, this girl, yeah, like sitting on some rooftop. And it stares right at the boy there, yeah, SSSS.Dynazenon. I guess we get the opening next week then. So I wanna see the opening right again. Opening is fantastic. Opening 1. It's probably a similar layout, like there is school, and then some Kaijus appears and they have to transform, right? I'm thinking it's gonna be, it's Power Rangers. I grew up with Power Rangers. it's the same thing ever, I know it's Sentai, and but I mean the general storyline I feel is the same in this kind of, there are usually students like high school, senior high school students, and then they transform in the fight. I mean, so far nothing's really happened. They're just kind of showing us the characters. Yeah, these weird characters. Oh yeah, selfie time. But I guess she's kind of the main girl. I think it's gonna be the main girl, right? Yeah, exactly. This feels like the romance. There's always some romance, it's gonna be. Come on, it's like an interesting girl, yeah. In the Motor-chan? I'm guessing in Motor-chan. Kohai? Senpai? The last candy? I like the design, yeah, like some cool hairstyle and man, what that room, man. It's like my room. No, but that is very way already. Maybe you should clean every now and then, I don't know. Here's our main boy. Oh, it's finding. This is probably how he's gonna. We saw him earlier. Okay, this would be his key to becoming a hero. I think definitely. This meeting here is gonna be how he becomes a hero, most certainly. Here's a growl from his stomach. It's like, okay, I hate this guy, right? Harhettarna. Nice, a sandwich. It's exactly like in SSSS.Gridman, the sandwich strategy. But yeah, but it's like SSSS.Gridman, the sandwiches, they're very important in these animes. Yeah, owe you my life now. But I mean, this is how he's gonna get his power strats, somehow. Come on. This secret meeting, or this destined meeting here. It's a good name. Thank you. It's a good name. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's a good name. Oh boy, you're like, thank you. Thank you for liking my name. This one I leave though. Yeah, so meet a random weird guy under the bridge. It sounds very much like SSSS.Gridman too. Yeah, it's like this weird guy that appeared at the shop. Okay, suddenly the thing was floating. So I mean, I don't know what they're gonna fight, Kaijus. But I mean, I don't know exactly how they're gonna fight them. Is it a girl that's like crafting some evil Kaijus, or is it aliens? Yeah, what's gonna be the reason to fight Kaijus? Right? But suddenly something was floating there, so. Because I mean, in SSSS.Gridman, they had Kaijus everywhere, right? But people couldn't see them in the sky and so on. So there might be a Kaiju there, but no one can see it. Nice. It gets like a New Year. Like so in non-VR recently. Yeah, I guess that New Year, it's like a Japanese thing that you get the New Year, gift kind of thing, right? Like with Renge and Hikane is like, you have money for me? Hikane is something around and he's trying to get everyone to, get money, right? Yeah. You wanna pay me money? This is her home, I guess, huh? But I mean, she's clearly the female main lead, right? So she has to be very thick then. She's gonna be, whoa. Interesting weirdness here. It's like a very black half the room is like completely black. Why? Okay. Yeah, what was that about? Like half the screen was black there. Some kind of hidden issue in their home maybe. They all have very pretty eyes, I mean. So, yeah, they're mega, Not Megan as a gun, yeah. All their eyes are very pretty. This kind of weird green, yeah, unusual pupil thing. Definitely a trigger. Huh, looks like ankhs. Yeah, those are clearly like the Egyptian, here we go, yeah, the Egyptian ankhs, you know, like the symbol for rebirth. See there, yeah, floating, could that be perhaps Kaijus that people can't see? That's a good Kohai. But they're interesting. What's just ankhs for? So, I mean, it's one of those, you know, kind of puzzle things you have to get it out right, the meta thing, but unusual that there were ankhs, of course, like the Egyptian symbol for like rebirth and so on, you know. I watched my Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, I know my ankhs, yeah. It's a monster reborn symbol. Yeah, there you are. Back with the two ankhs. Very weird. It's probably important somehow. She has those two, definitely. And one is black and one's white too, like a yin-yang thing, you know, because it's like life and death. It's probably something like that, right? The two ankhs, they're probably connected to, you know, life and death, right? Somehow. Like the obviously, yeah, the black one symbolizes death then. And white one, life, of course. But this is definitely the love story of the. I mean, this is definitely the love story of this anime. Clearly, this can be the love story. Unless she's also super evil and makes mechas. But even so, even in season 1, whatever you call it, Gridman. I mean, even though it was like a, you know, he has two girlfriends, right? You know, two different options there. Even the evil one, so to speak, was still, you know, in love team, right? So there was a love story anyway. I mean, even it was like a dark love story, but love story in the end. It's the same kind of tower. You won't believe me, right? Maybe she's figured out what stuff is floating for. That's a promise. And here he is still chasing after him. It's like, oh. Now, this reminds me of 30 Sentinels now. I mean, they're mechas, they're Kaijus, and there's a guy that got bread for someone. He's like, my bread goddess! You know, if you play 30 Sentinels, it's like, oh my god, she gave me a bread, a pun. I will have to save her now for the rest of my life. No, my pun goddess, yeah, she gave me pun, so I gotta fight for her now. And then they're Kaijus and mechas, yeah, come on. It's the exact same thing. Oh my god, a cute girl! Yeah, and he's like some kind of Obashan he works with there. Oh my god, you got a girlfriend? Dead mom or sister? Oh, she had those ankhs in her hand, she's dead. Okay, and she kept them. She was like, well, this was my dead sister's item she had when she got killed. Yeah, the sun is down. I mean, obviously now I'm waiting for a cabin to appear. Yeah, that's the with these kind of animes. You kind of wait for it to explode. You kind of wait for, well, okay, when is the monster gonna appear, right? You kind of have that feeling in my head, I guess, that sometimes here we have to have something. Like a bandage shirt, I guess. It's like a yellow bandages. Think about it. she is. It's the ultimate wingman now. It's like, I get the girl for you. It's like, yeah, run up there, scream at her a bit. It's gonna be perfect, man. Du kan inte fråga dig med. Yeah, you lied to my bro, man. Yeah, what if I did? The poor boy stands there on alone in the rain. See, he's the best friend he ever knew he needed, man. It's like, you can't just let my boy down, woman. Yeah, she was never gonna... Why is she... Get them up there for a promise, yeah, like why? It's like a weird start here with like, yeah, I was gonna betray you, and we're like, yeah, okay. Here we go, suddenly it's like stars happening. I'm just wondering like, oh yeah, so that's someone threw a skyscraper on them. Yeah, so I'm wondering like how it's gonna turn into the kaiju thing. So you just turn him down there and here we go, here comes the kaiju of course. Some kind of weird... Yeah, and they have their like failed date there or whatever you call it. Also with the... Yeah, of course he knows that. Yeah, I mean, obviously he knew what was happening. Even earlier, so too, that he clearly is the key to find the Kaijus, right? And her Kohai and Senpai there are clearly also important. Look like a dragon. Some kind of figurehead. Yeah, looks like a dragon. I think. I guess he's gonna get those two into it as well. It looks like he's gonna accidentally bring in the lover couple there. Yeah, they're gonna be like accidentally joining in with his MECHA, right? And also those two, because they were out there or something. I guess they were too close. Senpai! Not Kohai-chan, the cute one. Senpai! Not the cute little Kohai. I guess it's gonna be his supporter anyway. I mean, clearly it's a cute little girl, so. This, I guess he's accidentally gonna send them also to fuse up with him. Yeah, the wrong place at the wrong time. He's like, hey, you're joining my MECHA now. I just needed... Yeah, he's like, you are pilots too now, guys, because you happen to be close to me. Sorry. This is what happens in life, you know, whatever. Just deal with it, man. You're part of my kaiju fighting crew now. Here we go. It's these. We get the music again. Yeah. DINOsaur? Yeah. This is DINAZEnon. Of course. Senpai! The poor little Kohai though. The poor little Kohai, man. she would be a much better team up with her senpai instead of the love or like quarter. Yeah, the people that are already, you know, disagree with the love story, right? And they're fighting kind of like mecha, some kind of, I wouldn't say Godzilla, but it's kind of like a dinosaur. Yeah. Oh yeah, the music. I mean, but the anime has so good fight scenes. And the music is so good, so good in SSSS.Gridman, man. It's like, what do I do? You told me to do it. You just press the buttons. Okay. God damn it, man. Where is the opening, perhaps? Insert song here. See, look, she's THIC. There's gonna be a THIC scene with her, you know. She's the THIC. Come on, she's the new THIC on. How THIC is she? That's the only question we're asking. Yeah, some kind of anti-gravity. Exactly. Goddamn Kaijus! Oh, we can like turn off his head. Oh, it's going like, yeah, it's Rennies. it's going very, I feel, Sanpacto here. When his head is it's an alchemist ward. Yeah, here we go. Okay, what can Dynazenon do then? Some kind of ultimate beam attack? I feel it's gonna be a beam attack. Beam attack, a laser. Beamu? I feel it's Beamu time. Oh, you can like, I mean, he's more like a dinosaur, yeah, like a T-Rex face there. Yeah, he can turn into kind of, this might be the opening otherwise though, but only song now, no. But this feels very like classic. It turns into like a dinosaur, DINOsaur, right? Exactly. It just fuses up and it's like, don't worry, I got this like I got this like dinosaur formation. Exactly. It's like a T-Rex with wings. Come on, man. That's, yeah, and it's like fighting some kind of mecha dinosaur, right? I mean, they're like, it's a very Dynazenon, very dinosaur focus, of course. Then probably every pilot's gonna be, you know, their own animal. It's very Power Rangers, yeah. It's like one is like, I'm a Triceratops. It's like, I'm a pet. Yeah, one's gonna be, it's gonna be one each, right? One is gonna be like, I can transform into this thing. Definitely. Someone's gonna be like a mammoth. Because that is part of it. It's gonna be Kaijus pirate crew, come on. It's just gonna be, definitely. I mean, I get a goosebump though. This is just classic kaiju fighting. Oh, it's a kind of fire breath. Nice. Here we go. It's like a massive fire breath. Of course, she has like a badass, huge, like T-Rex fire breath because it's cool, man. And a cool insert song behind it. It's perhaps the opening. And it's like this cool shining. Yeah, we did it, guys. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the cannon's mouth there. Oh, it's nice. But this is how he clearly was. He was, Senpai! I like the Kohai, man. He's my favorite character. Are you okay in there, Senpai? He's like, yeah, we won, I think. He didn't do anything though, but he's like, yeah, I think so. She's probably like, kakui. Okay. This is probably the ending though. Next week is for the opening though. Because again, I mean, the opening, you know, the first opening is so goddamn good, man. That was the best opening idea. So this is the ending, I suppose, then. Very likely. I mean, the opening is gonna be one of those, you know, high, you know, yeah, the opening is gonna be super, you know, tempo, right? Definitely. I can't see them doing, this has to be the ending. Classic trigger. The ending is like kind of calm and, you know, calm and collected. And the ending, the opening is gonna be like, you know, yeah, the opening is gonna be super fast paced, definitely. High, you know, definitely. I have a very hard time seeing it going on otherwise. That really reminds me of such like Darling in the Franxx or whatever. Then you kind of go on a date and so on. Everyone's just like hanging out and you going shopping and yeah, it's very kind of like playing baseball and some kind of date or whatever. Yeah, like those angst is definitely interesting. That kind of weird anxious. And she's like, senpai, I'm here to save you. Yeah, she's very into her senpai. Very into her senpai, little Kohai-chan. Very into her. She really loves her senpai. With the other two seems to have some kind of romance going on there, but even though she's like, I don't like you, maybe, yeah, some kind of issues there. And as he walks over to their screen, that was cool. Yeah, it's okay. The ending is like 2 different screens, and he was into their screen, and that was a nice part of the ending. He kind of walks into her, her area of the screen. Yeah, that was nice. And his friends over there, Kohai and senpai and so on. That was nice. Yeah, that was really cool. So in the ending, they have this like different screens, right? Like he's standing on this other screen world, right? Like this, yeah. Like he's on the other wall, she's on the other side, right? And then now that he walks over this and he like walks into her, he's not walking, he kind of goes into her screen, and it becomes like one couple, one love story, something like that. That was nice. That was cute. That was a nice moment in there, in the ending. Yeah, but that was nice. Yeah, like you kind of like moving into her, her, because in this screen it could be anywhere, right? Yeah, given how it's like split up to this, he could be, because earlier in the opening, or actually the ending, I mean, earlier in the ending, it's kind of like, because earlier in the ending it's like, oh, here's the Kohai, she's running, it's like broad daylight, right? And then the other split screen is like, it's like in the middle of the night or whatever, right? Yeah, so, but in that screen they were split apart, but actually next to her. So that was not touch. The last screen, you think first that he's like, very far away from her right there, like in Order City or whatever, but then actually he's next to her. He talks to her. It was nice. But clearly it's gonna be some kind of, I mean, there's clearly some love going on here, right? Even if she's like, I was gonna turn you down though, yeah, I wanna talk to you. It's gonna watch you stand at that water and be cold and, cry in the rain or whatever. She was kinda mean at him right here in the umbrella. Nice, I like it, trigger style, I like it, very visually appealing here. Kind of having this, her umbrella being transparent, kind of cover half her face, be like, yeah, I was gonna turn you down, I'm gonna show up. So that was cool. Nice touch to it, definitely. And then, of course, it turned into transform. Similar to, I think, to Season 1, we call it that, SSSS.Gridman, where they also kind of had a setting right, you kind of see the characters, then some comedy, some drama, some romance, nothing action-packed happens. It's like the last 2-3 minutes, they kind of like, yeah! Similar here, right? And I think in later episodes, going to be more fights and so on, back and forth, back and forth. Here's more like just kind of the last minutes when they kind of show you the transformation, right, or show you the team up or whatever, and I guess they mostly got recruited by being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, he's like, "Up, you're joining my team now." But I don't want to be a superhero fighting Kaijus. Well, you got no option now. You have to stand next to me at the bridge, so you're part of the team now. I wish Kohai was part of the team, though. I guess she's just gonna help out anyway. Love her design. She was super cute. I mean, the Kohai was the best. She's the best girl immediately. No, maybe it was as thick as the main girl, because the main girl has to be very thick, right? Because the thickness factor is how the end works. But she was really cute. It was I'm just trying to find an image here when she was super. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like her design. I like her hairstyle. Like the red blackness. Come on, she's my best girl immediately. She's cutely Kohai with cool hair and cool clothing and so on. Yeah, come on, this senpai, he's lucky, man. Senpai is really lucky. Did we ever even get his name? Honestly, I don't know, because she's like senpai, I love you, senpai, are you okay, senpai? So I don't think we ever heard him. I don't think we ever heard anyone say their two names right. He never answered her anything with the name right. Maybe he did, but I don't think so. And he kept saying senpai, so I don't know. Yeah, what would his name be? His name is senpai to me. He's just gonna be senpai. That guy name is senpai. Så jag var osäker, that guy name, he's just senpai. His name is senpai now. That's his real name. But yeah, pretty good episode 1. Similar as I mentioned to the SSSS.Gridman, right? Nothing really happens in like an action thing. They haven't really explained to us, why is he teaming up with them? Why is he, But that's probably next episode. I think he's gonna explain to them the whole kaiju, and they're all like, I didn't know that, As I said, I mean, I know I knew generally, of course, this anime is about, so I didn't look at the promo art. But it's clearly that the DINO, like a dinosaur thing, and I'm gonna guess that every kaiju is probably gonna be some kind of MECHA dinosaur, right? Clearly, Dinosaur could turn into like a T-Rex, and certainly with the other powers and when they level up and so on, they can turn into different dinosaurs. I mean, clearly, it's classic, kind of Power Rangers thing that they have the mammoth and kind of prehistoric things. And basically, it's Kaijus crew. Yeah, it's gonna be different, but most certainly, right? And then the other members can probably turn into different weapons, or Pitacitus and Velociraptor, and you gotta turn into different dinosaurs, very very clearly, right? And they're gonna have probably one of their own, the dinosaur mechas, and the classic range Power Rangers. Yeah, absolutely, same thing. Most certainly, I didn't know that because I've been avoiding getting spoiled. So I say it's everything in my life, but if I know I'm gonna like, for example, Third Sentinel I mentioned earlier, very good game played last year. I was like, well. And similar game to this, very similar to this, setting, right? You have the mechas, you have the transforming, it's a kind of love story, it's kind of mystery, whatever, yeah. But whatever. For example, I liked that game. I liked it immediately, kind of when I used to read about it, briefly. And after that, I said, I'm gonna buy this game, and I'm not gonna, look at it anymore. You know what I mean? Same thing with like Zelda, I'm like, Zelda Breath of the Wild? Yeah, it's probably a pretty good game. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna avoid, I'm not even looking at the reviews. Okay, everyone's giving 10 out of 10, okay, that's good enough. I'm just gonna just play the game. I don't wanna look at the art. I don't wanna get spoiled. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we have Breath of the Wild 2 coming maybe this year, whatever that's coming. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be. I see the trailer for it, but what about me? No. I don't wanna look at anything with Breath of the Wild. It's gonna be a good game. I don't need I don't need to have any promo or whatever for that game. To me, I kind of ignore it. Right? And here, same thing, right? So I have no idea. I didn't know it was going to be dinosaur, but I will admit though, with the name Dinosaur, I kind of felt that it was going to be dinosaur. The Dino. I was like, well, probably, but yeah. So I'm gonna guess that because you can probably find art on the other kaijus. I'm certain of that. They usually have a lot of promo art for kaijus, but I'm gonna guess that every kaiju, more or less, is gonna be a dinosaur, right? MECHA dinosaur. That seems to be like the theme here going with, and as I mentioned then. Like similar to classic Power Rangers, they probably will have different I can turn into a mammoth, right? Or saber tiger, or the other classic, prehistoric, the kaiju crew, I can be turned into a saber tiger and fight the kaijus, That's probably what's gonna happen. I'm gonna guess. But otherwise, I mean, the episode isn't super good, to be honest. But I mean, it puts me in the general, I know where I'm getting right. It kind of introduces the Kohai, the senpai. This love quarter thing, and they kind of get me the characters, and in the very end they show us the fight, and then it's alright. So they kind of have a slow beginning, and I feel you probably have seen maybe 2-3 more episodes to kind of go with. But I would say that it seems to me that's gonna be pretty much SSS.Gridman again. Yeah, they're gonna fight stuff. There's clear some mystery. It's gonna be some weird love journey, right? It's gonna be some weirdness to it, and eventually we're gonna figure out who is controlling the kaijus or whatever, right? Probably in a similar. Might even be the same guy, right? It's somehow some kind of spin-off, so it might even be the same, evil being, because he's kind of like, I don't want to spoil if it's spoiled, but I suppose if I say agreement, but like the true bad guy in SSS.Gridman, he's kind of like living outside the world, right? So it wouldn't be impossible that it's the same, real evil bad guy behind everything, right? Still, of course, controlling someone else, like a human that's building the kaijus or whatever. It had to be something else, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a human behind the kaijus, right? I mean, literally behind creating them, whatever, or however that person do it, but something like that, right? And then it could still be that the main evil force behind that human is the same as in the one, right? That wouldn't be impossible, definitely not. I guess I see some kind of connection going on there, right? Some kind of shared universe. But hopefully the human does something else then. Not the same thing, but something similar. Maybe they craft them with 3D modeling, maybe something similar. Like maybe they do a 3D model in a Unity or whatever, and then they use print it out. We get 3D printer. That would be interesting. Something else. I imagine they do something else. Yeah, like a 3D printer. That would be cool. Take on it. They 3D print kaijus, and then they turn into big kaijus. I mean, this is pop of my head, but something like that, right? It's gonna be what I'm guessing is how they're creating the kaijus. Because the same thing like last time, that would be boring. So my guess is 3D printer. See if I'm right. But subscribe, and of course, thing we have. I don't know if I'm gonna react and review to it. I probably need to review to it. Kabidabi. I don't know, man. This is an interesting. I used to watch Kabidabi because that's the senpai sport in Shiyu-san's Road to School, which I think is a very cool comedy anime. They have that like super etchy senpai. She plays this, Turkish wrestling. She can grab her Kohai. So I want to see the anime to see it. And also it's the Mag anime today. But the Mag anime, things that I don't know. It's like half anime, half live action. So I don't know what to do with that anime. Maybe I'm gonna look at it anyway. First impression, I don't know. Because I think it's out in a few hours from now. And man, that looks weird, man. Because I remember the last time I saw that anime, that was not, I think, not a very good, successful show when they kind of mixed that together. And it was weird. So maybe. Otherwise, tomorrow, though, of course, we have My Hero Academia back, right? Last week, My Hero Academia was like a filler episode, so tomorrow I feel it's really gonna start. And honestly, I kind of expected it like last week to be a filler, right? So tomorrow, I'm excited to see My Hero Academia season 5, episode 2, which is more like the real episode 1, as I expected. As expected. So I'm excited for that, guys, because that to me is one of the biggest things that My Hero Academia of course back. And of course, next week we're having more new. For that matter, I have seen S-Godzilla, Singular Point Godzilla episode 1, but I didn't upload on YouTube. I saw it on Twitch, and I waited for episode 2 to be out because episode 1 like nothing happens at all. Now I was like, I feel I need to watch episode 2 as well before I review it, because I was like, I said it all the time during my live action of that on Twitch. I was like, nothing happens, and it ends with like the kaiju appearing, like here, yeah. It basically ends very similar to this anime. Kind of the kaiju appears in the end of it, right? And then you finally get it, but they don't fight the kaiju. It's like nothing happens. The kaiju appears, and that's what ends. And episode 2 is out, I think, or should be out, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know. No, actually, I think it's out now, but it was out the day afterwards. Something weird. Netflix. There were like 2 episodes, second and first day, or whatever. So when I have time, I'm gonna watch. I think I want to watch one episode there because that was strange, man. It was really weird episode 1. But I say it here, very similar to the anime, right? Kaijus, mechas, very similar, but I felt that much more boring. This episode felt much more fun and interesting characters. Seeing Godzilla was really weird episode 1. Like nothing happened whatsoever, like at all. And I did a review on it on Twitch then, and I was thinking of course uploading it to YouTube episode 1 or other channels, but I was like, I'm gonna wait until episode 2 is out, because I was like, man, I need to see them actually fight the Kaijus to have some kind of measurable. Forget, it's really weird. Like nothing happened episode 1, like nothing at all. Like really strange. So I might do that tomorrow, watch episode 2, and then do a review on those 2, maybe. But anyway, guys, see you guys maybe with the Kabadabi if I have time today. Maybe I'm thinking about it and the Mag anime.